What's up with it? What's up with it, man? It's the Bronco with the Fro coming at you with another reaction video. We got 10 unexpected UFC moments caught on camera. Now, I already know you finna have Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor throwing in water bottles at each other. Oh, and you finna have John Jones and Daniel Cormier when they was arguing and stuff. And John Jones was like, hey, pussy, are you still there? And DC was like, I'm here. I already know, bro. This whole finna be funny. Let's see what goes there.
Do you want to win an Xbox One? Enter our 100,000 subscriber giveaway.
Xbox One.
Like the video, subscribe,
the new console is gonna come out,
man.
It's
increasingly difficult to avoid the glare of the camera lens, and though the UFC do their best to maintain a level of control over their broadcast, every now and then something goes completely off the script. Whether we're talking about awkward exchanges, poorly timed camera shots, or a simple case of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, these 10 moments.
What happened? Who did they say that was wrong?
Unexpected gold we've had the pleasure of witnessing in recent
Must have had something to do with Trump.
Out of the way, here are 10 unexpected UFC moments caught on camera. Number 10. Cat-like reflexes.
Oh, this one McGregor weaved her hat real smooth like.
She stormed to the octagon just prior to her UFC 184 showdown with Ronda Rousey, barging her way through the walkout before flinging her hat into the crowd.
McGregor
Funnily enough, the hat was thrown directly at the then featherweight contender Conor McGregor, who managed to skillfully dodge it using the reflexes that would later come to define his career. In the end, Zagano's night did not go all
Bro, he dodged that whole like George Bush dodged that shoe when he was in the Middle East.
Submission loss to the champ Rousey.
Got them George Bush reflexes.
UFC title fight history. This record would stand untouched.
Ronda Rousey used to be that female, man.
Would beat it by 1 second at UFC 189.
He George Bush that had. He say, that man got George Bush reflexes.
She walked up and she just threw her hat. She was pretty intense. It looked like it made a beeline for you. I don't slipped it though. You slipped it very well.
I slipped it. I saw it coming a mile away.
Number 9. You okay, Chuck? Chuck Liddell's a
man Conor funny, bro. Here
go
Chuck Liddell.
But perhaps most famous of them all was during
the man that everybody has knocked out.
Clash between Vitor Belfort and Tito Ortiz. Liddell certainly has had his fair share of history with both men, but when the broadcast cut to a shot of him looking a bit erratic in his movements, fans were
dude don't know what to do. Like he got PTSD or something.
Upon attending the event. As you would expect, the commentary crew quickly attempted to play it off and move things along, but as a result, we're left with one of MMA's funniest viral moments.
I seen another fight where he did this on Twitter. It was a women's fight.
That's great.
Is he drunk? What is he doing?
Chuck looks like he wants to fight. Number 8. Luke Rockhold being Luke Rockhold. Truth be told, we could
he didn't know what to do with his hands.
Numerous times, former UFC Strikeforce middleweight champion Luke Rockhold has made himself look a bit foolish in front of the camera. But for this entry, we're only going to focus
he didn't know what to do with his hand. You know, Nate Diaz throwing up his set.
Hand signals on live UFC broadcast. The Stockton native earned himself a big roar from the crowd when he saluted his fans.
That boy got that joint.
To give Rockhold the idea of doing the same. The problem came more from the execution, that the idea itself after throwing his hands up in some form gesture, and then he proceeded to bail on the idea halfway through, awkwardly passing it off as rubbing his hands
Luke Glass Chin Rockhold
personally moved the show along. Number 7. Lesnar breaks the rules. It is expected that UFC athletes will have a certain level of respect for promotions.
Bro, the fact that it's people out there that think Brock Lesnar can beat John Jones, bro, I know this off topic, but you know, it's been circulation of Brock Lesnar and John Jones fight happening. If you think Brock even has a chance against John Jones, bro, you delusional, man.
When it comes to endorsements and sponsorships. At the end of the day, the UFC are the ones.
I remember seeing this was like one of the first UFC fights I seen live.
They don't really appreciate it when you mess with their overall mission as a company. So when Brock Lesnar took the mic after defeating Frank Mir at UFC 100 and publicly slammed major UFC sponsor Bud Light while endorsing one of their major competitors, Coors Light, it was nothing short of a promotional nightmare for UFC. And as you would expect, Lesnar was forced to make amends for his outburst in drinking Bud Light during the fight's official press conference.
I'm gonna go home today. I'm gonna drink a Coors Light.
Coors Light? Bud Light didn't pay me enough.
Because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. I apologize to Bud Light. I'm not biased. I drink any beer. And
you say that now,
tonight
man.
I'm drinking Bud Light all night.
He trying to get that money right, man.
Rose keeps it deadpan. Rose Namajunas is
one of the most recognizable
faces in the sport of mixed martial arts, and by all accounts, one of its most relatable figures. In this memorable moment, prior to her first crack at the strawweight champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Rose was captured by the UFC broadcast sitting next to fellow elite contenders Holly Holm and Valentina Shevchenko. And while Holly and Valentina made sure to smile and wave for the camera, Rose linked up her name by mugging the camera for an entire duration of the shot. It was an insight in the cold demeanor that would end up defining her entire relationship with with the champion during the UFC 217 Clash's build-up, a relationship that would eventually culminate with one of the most shocking knockouts in the promotion's history.
Set her ass down.
Shevchenko to your left, Holly Holm in the middle. Both of them have big fights coming up. Shevchenko for the title, Holly Holm a main event in Singapore. Rose Namajunas.
Number 5. The Nashville Brawl.
Every time I think of Rose, bro, I just think of when she got slammed on her head by old girl, bro.
Deal with the major network CBS. And by all accounts, the event was proceeding quite smoothly, as the main event pairing of Jake Shields and Dan Henderson had just concluded with a win for the champ Shields, and at that point, all that remained was to wrap up the show. However, the always volatile Jason Mayhem Miller seemed to have other ideas as he interrupted the post-fight speech of his rival Shields, demanding a chance to rematch him for the belt. A brawl quickly erupted.
Damn.
Shields, Mayhem, and a small posse of huge names, including Gilbert
They in this mud fighting after the fight. Of course, the Diaz brothers is involved. Of course, the Diaz brothers are involved.
Gentlemen, we're in national television.
Oh, Khabib and Conor. It's definitely gonna be on number 1. Definitely gonna be number 1.
Jose Aldo had just lost the biggest fight of his career in a fashion.
I remember this, bro. I saw this live. I was like, oh my god.
He had just lost the championship belt he had had for years to
my dad had paid for it. I know he was salty.
Undoubtedly his arch nemesis at the point in time. Why the UFC decided to broadcast a live stream of his dressing room in the fight's aftermath is anyone's guess, but in the end, we got what was a painfully long video of the legendary Aldo crying about the 13-second knockout that had just been inflicted.
13 seconds, your whole career is just like
good humor, but to this day we have no idea
13
why the UFC
seconds.
caught this on camera.
That's all it takes, bro.
Number 3, 3-piece and a soda. One of the more recent entries to this list comes in the form of Masvidal.
This was shot Jorge Masvidal up there. He 3-piece Leon Edwards.
Edwards made the mistake of interrupting Masvidal as he spoke to the media in the wake of his stunning second-round KO of Darren Till in the night's main event. Not one to take such an offense lightly, Masvidal made his way over to the Englishman before unloading a quick 3-punch combo on him. From there, the now iconic 3-piece and a soda was born. It truly was a shocking moment, but surprisingly enough, not one has yet resulted in an actual sanctioned bout between.
I need to see them fight, bro.
You're just a loser in life, man. You're not gonna get a hit off me, you know. So I have to get in the 3-piece with the soda, and then just glide out of there, you know.
Number 2, he's got a knife.
I honestly think, what? Diego Sanchez, of course.
With the unorthodox teachings of
Of
Diego
course.
Sanchez's newly acquired coach and spiritual guide, Joshua Fabia, a controversial figure within the MMA community due to his questionable methods and motives. Fabia has been teaching Sanchez using some incredibly bizarre methods and instructions. Both men
Of course
swear
it's
by their
Diego
techniques,
Sanchez.
something that has led to a number of hugely entertaining but
Diego
honestly
Sanchez,
funny
top 3
interviews in
craziest
recent
dudes in the
times.
UFC,
One particular
man.
moment that was leaked from Diego's camp shows Fabia running at his pupils with a knife in an attempt to simulate the dangers of real life. You truly cannot write this stuff.
That's wild, bro.
Number 1, hit him with your groin. George St. Pierre was 4
Oh,
rounds into a
I guess
championship
Conor and
defending effort against
Khabib not
Thiago
gonna be on
Alves
here.
when he encountered a major hurdle. Between rounds, he returned to his coach, Greg Jackson, with the news that he had pulled his groin in one of the exchanges. Thankfully, due to the UFC's insistence on getting their cameras and microphones right into the fighters' corners, we were able to pick up the advice that was given to him from the legendary Jackson Wink coach. Dismissing George's complaints, Jackson simply told the champion to go out there and hit him with your groin. A piece of advice that clearly did the trick as GSP went out there.
Bro,
and
coaches
did
do
what
not
he
give a
needed to retain
damn
the
if they
title.
hurt.
I don't care, George. Hey, look at me. This is where champions are made.
They do not care.
Understand me? Nothing matters now. Hit him with your groin.
The UFC has always been a gold
They do
mine for
not
bizarre moments like
care,
these.
bro.
If we missed out on any
Oh, yeah. Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya fight tonight. Hey, that boy Izzy. I think Izzy gonna pull it off, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Reaction next time out.